Good evening, YouTube. You ever watch the news and they seem to find just the most ignorant, ghetto, drugged out? Ashley, are those offensive? Good evening, YouTube. They've made us laugh? Well, pretty much they've just made us laugh. Here are the top 10 funniest news interviews I've seen so far. In at number 10, Incoherent Surfer Dude. I have no idea what this man is talking about, but see if you can figure it out.
But the park is still flooded, so you'll see kids out there again.
Some of those kids today will be my co-hosts.
It's just like, dude, you get the best barrels ever, dude. Just like you pull in and you just get spit right out of them. And you just drop in and just smack the lip. Whoop-ah! Drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.
Well, actually, you know what?
Number 9 is Michelle Clark. Miss Clark describes quarter-sized hail that pummeled Houston, Texas. Take it away, Michelle.
Man, them jokers was big, size of a quarter doggone.
Many said it sounded like nothing they've ever heard before.
He said, kapooyah, kapooyah. And your boy, that hell just came in. I opened my door and I looked out my door and started hitting me in my head. I took out running, ran to my rescue, but then I called my mama to see was she all right.
Number 8 is George Lindell. He was involved in a car accident and he described, well, he put it in his own words.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was just driving down Northern Avenue getting ready to pull into Albertsons, and all of a sudden I was just minding my own business. Bam! Hit me hard right from the back. I was glued to my seat. I was like, whoa! I could see the car in front of me. I was about to hit him, so I kind of veered off this way. And as I veered off this way, the guy who hit me veered off that other way, and he hit the curb, flipped over, rolled over, run into the electrical pole, and I didn't know he hit the pole. All of a sudden, I kind of stopped, and I was like, whoa! And the wires come down, boom, and then arc, bam, that fire was coming everywhere. It was arcing, sparking, blowing up. I saw one arc go from the corner of my van up to the car behind me. It was like a big rainbow, boom, and it was coming up, boom, boom, and I was like, yeah! So I opened up my door, I didn't touch no metal, and as I come up, I started to touch the top, and a little spark jumped out. I was like, whoa! I stepped out the rest of the way.
Number 7 is homeless hitchhiking hatchet-having hippie Kai McGilvery. He saved 2 people's lives by cracking their assailant in the head with a hatchet.
Over on there, he was over by the recycling center. He says, oh, when I was in the Virgin Islands, 30 years old on a business trip, I f***ed this 14-year-old. I was like, you what? He's like, I raped this 14-year-old, starts crying, gives me a big hug. He's just like a 300-pound guy. I'm like, oh shit, you must be f***ed, man. Like, what's he talking about? I didn't take him seriously at first. He comes driving down this way. He's like, you know what? I come to realize I'm Jesus Christ and I can do anything I f***ing want to. And watch this, bam, and he smashed into this f***ing guy right there, pinned him in between that f***ing truck. And so, I hop out, I look over, the guy's pinned there. I mean, like, freight train riders know this. Like, if you get pinned between something, do not f***ing move that shit, otherwise you bleed out. Like, I ran in, I grabbed the keys, he's f***ing sitting there like nothing even happened. And like, f***ing, like, man, if you started driving that car around again, man, there would have been a hell of a lot of bodies around here. Okay, I hop on out, and so I grabbed the bag, I threw it over by that pole right there, and then f***ing Buddy gets out, and these 2 women are trying to help him. He runs up and he grabs one of them, man. Like, a guy that big can snap a woman's neck like a pencil stick. So I f***ing ran up behind him with a hatchet, smash, smash, smash. Yeah.
The lady said.
Number 6 is Sweet Brown. She got up to get a soda, thought she smelled barbecue, but her apartment complex was on fire. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop, and then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got me. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Number 5, Charles Ramsey, who heard the screams of Amanda Berry and Gina De Jesus, who had been held captive for 10 years by one of his neighbors.
What was the reaction on the girls' faces? I can't imagine to see the sunlight, to be around people.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here.
Number 4, Antoine Dodson.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
What else can I say but hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands too? Now run and tell that,
homeboy.
Number 3, Eric Hubbard. He was eating lunch in his friend's car when a tornado ripped through. The tornado ripped through and Eric was ripped off.
Your mind. I'm finna die. Eric Hubbard was sitting in a friend's car eating lunch when Friday's tornado came barreling toward them.
It was skinning and it got big going up. It hit the ground and kept coming up. I finna get out the car, run in.
Hubbard thought about making a run for his house, but his friend talked him out of it.
And I was scared. I was finna eat a hamburger, it took it. And I don't even know where it's at.
It took your hamburger out of your hand.
Fast and drink. I don't know where it's at.
Number 2, Hazel London. She was attending the wedding reception of one of her friends, and shots rang out at Bella Noche. That's a nightclub out there in Louisiana. I mean, if you can't go to Bella Noche.
Beef, you take that elsewhere. Don't bring that here. First of all, if you was beefing at a wedding, you should have been beefing at their wedding. Why would you bring this to somebody else's club? That's sad.
Hazel London was inside the club when she heard gunshots.
It's upsetting me and my homegirl because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to Bella Noche, what the hell could you go?
But it's not like this all the time.
No, it's not. Actually, mother bring guns in their car all the time. You think we got time for somebody getting shot the place we go and have a good time at? No.
In at number 1 is a colorful character. His name is Courtney Barnes. He witnessed a police chase that ended in a car crash.
Okay, well, I'm a witness here. What I seen was a horrible, tragic situation. The guy was coming down, and I guess the police was trying to do a stop point. The man said, no, not today, and they began to race behind each other like cats and dogs. The police officer got behind the man and started going so fast, his car spun out of control. Girl, he hit the pole. His head went to one side, and his body went to the other side, and this is the result. Lord be with this young man. He need a blessing.
So where were you when this happened?
Well, ma'am, I was actually going to buy me a piece of burger from Burger King, and I just stopped right in the middle because my hunger just went away. Because when I seen that accident, girl, I just began to be nosy, and I just had to just understand that somebody was experiencing this difficulty moment that was just not. Ma'am, I just cannot bear to continue to talk because it's just so.
Tell me what you saw. Did the police?
Well, what I seen was that the police officer was merging towards the front, and the car gunned a little right, and then the police officer kind of submerged, and both of them interacted, and it was a full twist about, and the police car just twisted around like a tornado, girl, and the Lord just shook it up, and the man just got injured, and now the result is this police officer don't know if his life is going to continue to make it, or he going to just tap out.
What did you see the officer do? Did you saw him?
Yes, ma'am. The police officer car fishtail. That's what happened.
Just FYI, Courtney Barnes was also on So You Think You Can Dance.